YouTube channel. My name is Amber, and in today's video I really just want to speak from my heart. I want to encourage fellow entrepreneurs out there, or anybody who is in the process of beginning something new and you're just very early into it. I want to just encourage you today. And I feel like the best way I can do that is by being my very real and authentic self. I just wanted to share with you all how I'm feeling. And I feel like by doing this, there will be other people who can relate. And maybe you find yourself where I am too. And I hope that my words can encourage you, because despite feeling discouraged this week, I really feel like I'm beginning to make my way to the other side of it. But I want y'all to know that I am an imperfect human who embraces being imperfect. So that's who I am. I'm gonna keep it real. There's a lot of things I do well in life, but there's other things that I struggle with, and I'm honest enough with myself to really own that. So I hope that my words just really feed your spirit today. So, like I said, I was feeling really discouraged this week. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I'm still getting used to saying that. I'm a real estate agent, and then I also, on the side, I love tapping into my creativity and doing things like this with YouTube. My goal ultimately is to become a full-time content creator. Like, that would be a dream, and I do believe it'll happen in God's timing. But I'll be very honest with y'all. Trying to grow on YouTube, trying to grow on Instagram, grow on TikTok, whatever, it's just been very draining. And let me tell y'all what happens. Because I do have a business, you know, these days, your business's social media presence matters. And so I find myself going back and forth because, yeah, I have real estate going on, but then I'm like, okay, well, I also have to show the people, the millennials, what I have going on my social media with real estate. And just trying to keep up with all this stuff, and it's super overstimulating, it's super draining. It's just a lot. And I know nobody said, Amber, you have to do it that way, but because of the kind of person I am, I want to do it that way. And I want to tell y'all, I made a big mistake. It's a mistake I know a lot of aspiring content creators and influencers make. It's a mistake a lot of entrepreneurs make, or just any of us who are beginning something and we are a results-driven person. And that mistake is just being fixated on the results. It's being fixated on the outcome. And I just fell into this trap. And what it did was it really just made me super self-centered. It allowed selfish ambition to set in. It made me start to feel anxious and worried and really just discouraged. It made me feel discouraged. And I know that, you know, if you're like me and you watch back-to-back videos on business, entrepreneurship, social media marketing, social media growth, then you know, like, people always emphasize adding value to others. Like, they always emphasize adding value to other people. Like, make that your focus. But y'all, that's easier said than done. It's so hard. When I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to hit 100,000 subscribers in 1 year because somebody else was able to achieve that. And I found myself wanting to throw in the towel with YouTube because I'm in now 6 months and I am nowhere close. I haven't even broken, 1,000. And look, that's fine. But at the beginning of the week, that was not fine for me. And I let comparison set in. Then I just started like going into a hole. And I have to be careful because I do suffer from depression and it's rooted in perfectionism. So I really have to pay attention to myself when I get to that place. But it just wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And it's like, I don't want to be in a box when it comes to YouTube. Like, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. There's a lot to me. And I started feeling pressure because I'm like, well, I think these people follow me for real estate. I think these people came here for mental health. I think these people are here just for the vlogs. I don't know. But I just started to feel frantic. I just started to feel so overwhelmed. And it might sound really silly to you on the other side of the screen, but anytime you do something that's wrapped in your passion, you want to deliver because you know that you can. But let me tell you something. God is so good. God is so good because this past week, God reminded me that, Amber, you can ask me for help. You can come to me and you can ask me for help. We put so much emphasis on our own independence, on our own strength, our own power, our own ability, our own knowledge, our own understanding, and we start to just try to do things from our own will, from ourselves. And when you have a relationship with Jesus, that's not how that's supposed to go. We should invite him into every area of our life. And it was just so funny because, the Lord put that on my heart. And then sure enough, I wound up reading Psalm chapter 28 because I was like, Lord, I feel like I've read that so many times in the Bible where David called out and asked you for help. And sure enough, it says in Psalm 28, chapter 28, verse 2, it says, "Hear the voice of my pleas for mercy when I cry to you for help, when I lift up my hands toward your holy sanctuary." Then in verse 6, it picks up, "Blessed be the Lord, for he has heard the voice of my pleas for mercy. The Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts, and I am helped. My heart exults, and with my song I give thanks to him." I want to encourage anybody right now watching this video that we can ask God for help. We can ask God for help no matter how big or how small it may seem. Maybe you need help trusting God to meet all of your needs. Confess that to him and ask him to help you. Maybe you need God to help you when it comes to your attitude or your conduct. Admit that. He will help you. Maybe you need God to help you to overcome a sin in your life or a stronghold. Confess your sins to him, seek forgiveness, and ask him to help you. I know for me this past week, I simply just asked God to help me with my YouTube channel. I said, Lord, I believe that you're building a community of people, and I just don't want to not steward it well. I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to push people away. But Lord, I just don't understand what I'm supposed to be sharing or what I'm supposed to be talking about. Can you help me? Can you help me? And y'all, this video was not a part of the plan this week. This is so spontaneous. But I know it's God. I know it's him. Because he knows what you need to hear on the other side of this screen. And I don't think it's by coincidence that you're watching this video right now. If you are an entrepreneur and you have a business, look, that requires so much faith that a lot of people cannot even begin to understand. But understand that your strength comes from the Lord. Ask him to help you. Ask him to help you be the business person he created you to be, the visionary he created you to be, the steward he created you to be. Ask him to do all of those things for you, and I promise you that he will answer that and that he will not delay. I promise. I also want to add, don't let the enemy cause you to stay in this place of discouragement, especially when it's based off performance. I'm sure if you watched my last vlog or two, then you heard me mention that I had a procedure done last month in April, and I thought my recovery time would be a few days, but really it turned out to be a few weeks. And my Q2 goals are like not even at all where they need to be. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to entertain them. But even just like the thought of knowing I did not accomplish the things I set out to accomplish really started to eat at me. And I just had to remind myself that, Amber, the enemy is a liar, and he's a thief, and he's a deceiver. And what I had to do was remember that, number one, God probably intended for me to rest during that time, to have time to reflect. I mean, there were a handful of things that the Lord showed me that, if my life was going, busy as usual, I might not have been made aware of some of those things. But in addition to that, I had to remember that my life is not based off performance. My life is not about how much money I make. It's not about how many closings I have. It's not about my achievements or accolades. It's not about any of those things. And God has been so good to bring a few different women in my life now, just this year alone, just to disciple and to help them grow in their walk with God. And so the work I'm doing right now that I'm really putting a lot of time and attention into, I might not get paid for it. It might not be something that everybody sees and something that's celebrated by man, but it's making such a difference in their lives. It's making a difference in my life, and ultimately it's pleasing God. It's honoring him. So I just want to encourage y'all with that. As Christian entrepreneurs, as a Christian content creator, Christian influencer, whoever you are, we have to remember that we are servants of Jesus Christ first. That's the most important thing. That's who we are. That's what we stand behind. That's where our identity is found. And we have to make that priority. It has to be number one. The last thing I want to tell you is, do not live your life based on how you feel. Do not live your life based on how you feel. I did not want to record a video today. I said, well, I have 2 videos this week. That's good enough. But no, my goal is really to upload 3 videos a week. Don't give in to your feelings. Don't give in to your emotions. Your feelings are temporary. They come and go. Come and go. One minute you can be mad, the next you can be happy, vice versa. Do not give in to your feelings. We have to do hard things. We have to. There's no way around it. But I want to encourage you to keep on going. There are people out there who need you. There are people out there who are rooting for you. There is a God who has given you everything you need to succeed and everything you need to thrive. Do not listen to people's negative comments. Do not be affected by people's negativity. I can't talk. Protect yourself. Protect your spirit. That's so important. I want you to know that you can accomplish a lot when you put your mind to it. But I also want you to know that with God, you can accomplish anything. I hope this video encourages you, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.